Hello everyone, so I'm gonna be watching, oh my god, Crimson Desert review, I'm so tired, by Max0r. Before we go into this, yeah, it's been a long time, and shit's been fucked. Yes. The war occurred, the war kind of is still happening, but even the I can't say anything because even the peace is on and off. Like, I don't know, like Lindsey Graham is dead. So congratulations to anyone who hated him. I mean, I did too, but like I don't like seethe when people don't die. So yeah, fuck that dude. Seriously, every time he woke up, he literally shit talked about my country. So yeah, fuck him. I'm actually glad he's dead, but not as much as some of the people who are might fall off the other side. Like, you can't just keep celebrating people's death. Not even your enemies. At some point, it's just, ugh. It's so anti-life. But yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
This video has a lot of footage of people smacking into the ground at Mach 10 speed.
What the fuck? Listen, Crimson Desert was fantastic, but it needed a character creator like yesterday. John Crimson is the most boring motherfucker. Cliff is the fucking most boring motherfucker in the world. Like, holy shit.
Is one of the least understood games that I have ever covered on this channel, because either you've never touched it and only vaguely recognize it from this tweet, which extols the virtues of being able to beat women, or you have actually played it and immediately forgot about the entire thing because playing this game is like falling asleep to the Shrek Forever After DVD video. So for the majority who don't know, Crimson Desert is the newest innovation in AI-powered open-world gaming technology, miraculously allowing the player to freely move in any direction without the need for loading screens, all while featuring riveting combat, intense platforming, and meticulous collection of ancient loading screens, all while featuring riveting combat, intense platforming, and meticulous collection of ancient precursor artifacts.
Oh
Except
god,
no, the game I am actually describing is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2, which you can actually run natively on your PC without emulation using this cool software that decompiles your ISO.
That motherfucker doesn't look right.
No, again, I am actually playing Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy inside of The Sims 3.
What the fuck is Jak and...
Legacy? The game I am actually describing is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
The Precursor Legacy? What the fuck is it?
For the PlayStation 2, which you can actually run natively on your PC without emulation using this cool software that decompiles your ISO called OpenGold. Except, no, again, I am actually playing Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy inside of The Sims 3. For this reason...
Like, okay, at some point, are the games really that worth it that you're gonna malware your fucking computer before... If you open a VM first and dedicate the GPU to it, then the emulator is gonna crash.
Crimson Desert is also a very polarizing game. Either you love it, or you think that it is unrepentant slop. Slop, as a term, has gained a great deal of popularity for denoting a type of content that is derivative, mass-produced, made simply to be consumed by the largest number of cattle in the least amount of time, with various low-quality YouTubers even being forced to sell their souls to gamer subs, energy drinks, money.
That's a problem with some games, especially like games that are open world and like have shareholders, you know. I don't know. Sometimes a game can handpick every NPC and show it to you. Sometimes a game is like a Starfield and it's just copy pasted everything. Like even the copy paste like base data is shit. That's the problem. Like, if you copy-paste some amazing stuff, you end up like something like RimWorld. RimWorld does so many calculations and shit inside itself that it creates something new, but it's still procedural. It's still the same stuff to some degree, but you know it. In Starfield, it's just so boring, that game. Like, BG3, at least this handcrafted everything, there's almost... The only thing that are copy-pasted, maybe some trees and some grass here and there.
Low-quality YouTubers even being forced to sell their souls to gamer subs, energy drinks for money, selling their viewers various zany types of energy slots.
Jesus Christ. The only thing different is the cover.
At the low price of 40 cents per serving and somehow not changing with inflation. I personally use gamer subs in order to work my 10-hour shifts at the job factory so I can have the privilege of producing so much shareholder value.
No, fuck you.
Click the link below for 10% off my funny flavors, or the free market will be forced to build a data center in your house. Or perhaps
just take a caffeine pill. What the fuck are these energy powders? It's the same fucking shit. I don't know, grab some ginseng, dry it, smash it to bits, put it in your tea, fuck.
That is all commie bullshit. It's not like baiting people with politics on the internet is really easy or anything. So to prove the political neutrality and objectivity of my news and fact-orientated YouTube channel,
Okay,
the objectivity of my news
What the fuck? Oh, the Mamdani.
and fact-orientated YouTube channel, for my next trick, I will misgender a non-binary person while acknowledging that this video was written on stolen land. Though I will have to comment that I am personally against the mass immigration of Paleolithic refugees into the sovereign borders of Demonis.
They just needed a character creator. Like, they have so much. They have so much put into this game. Like, the game is so fucking good, bro. And they made... Didn't they make the best character creator in the history of character creators?
Someone once made the mistake of letting Greymanes in, and they have already formed an ethno-state in Hernand, right next to the Goblin one. And while calling this game slop isn't exactly an accurate term, it is a funny one. So that is the one that I'm going to be using now. Try to look at the terrain design for like 3 seconds and tell me with a straight face that the art direction was not done by ChatGPT. Goals. What are my goals when making this video? Honestly,
that's not a big issue. If the writing is good, if Khalif was not fucking boring, and if there was a character creator. I'm saying this because people, the majority or the minority that are just yelling at AI Islam, are not the majority usually. If the game is good, people buy it no matter if it has AI stuff on it.
What are my goals when making this video? Make discourse about this video game absolutely impossible to have. Make every analysis and opinion about it completely irrelevant for no reason. Let us agree to never reconcile any opinions that we might be thinking of right now. Features. The main selling point of Crimson Desert is that it has features in it, making it the ideal game for those who love to consume content, like the experience of scrolling YouTube shorts if they were YouTube longs. It plays like a manhwa reads, and it reads like an Instagram reel about my grandma getting hit by a bazooka. Crimson Desert has robust combat, various bosses, advanced puzzle solving for the next 3 hours or so, house building, armor dyeing, Farmville, fishing, liberal use of an Evangelion, and so much more than is actually...
I actually watched that! Speaking of Evangelions and mass-produced, I watched... What the fuck, dude?
Fun. Why does Game This So Many Inside of It have our things? Well, Crimson Desert is first and foremost a game made by South Koreans, which doesn't really sound like a relevant detail until you first understand that Korean society is a series of cram schools and corporate humiliation rituals, and sometimes in the middle, you get to
fighting trash.
75% of young people in this nation want to leave it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that perspective. I thought the dude's gonna just
humanity has to an endangered species. This is a nation that is actively looking to occupy itself, so that death seems like it is coming a little bit faster. Why is this relevant to our game? Because every single conversation, every menu, every person, and every mechanic in Crimson Desert exists solely to give you a different ethnicity to cleanse from the face of the earth. So the entire notion that I should be paying attention to literally anything that anyone is saying feels like an insult to my intelligence. I know the outcome of this conversation we're having right now. It is the same as the last 30 conversations I've been dragged into, and every single one of them ends with a demand for goblin genocide. And look, okay, I am definitely not saying that this game might have a problematic depiction of goblins or anything. I just think that it's kind of weird that they happen to live as a minority of it.
That nose can fucking break ice. Like, that looks like a fucking the reverse side of an icebreaker.
Apparently conniving traders, black marketeers, and profit-driven debt collectors with the sole honor of being able to charge white people usury and run all of Hernand's financial institutions. I'm sure that this has absolutely no relation to any hypothetical stereotypes that may or may not exist in real life. Well, I just think that this game might not exist, be for you if you are Italian.
That's the fun part of it. There are some stereotypes, and this world has some stereotypes too.
Racism
That's the point
is a core mechanic of
of
this
a
game's
board.
narrative. The literal main quest of the game is entirely about a never-ending hereditary blood feud between two slightly different variations of Scandinavian Mayo monkeys. This is a role-playing game where I am forced to roleplay as an Icelandic Josef Mengele, genocidally cleansing the entire face of Kaloon because Cliff, as a licensed therapist apparently, can only ever respond to Hitler's dialogue with slightly different variations of yes and what happened. To put it simply, questing in this game is an absolute nightmare.
Geralt is not,
predicated by
seriously,
the
guys.
idea that dialogue in and of itself is either a route to American historical reenactments or a vehicle to a 2-hour puzzle in which you slowly and manually move boxes around, hoping in vain that you will swiftly die of old age. I want you to imagine this given scenario. You're playing an open world game and
the reason I hate puzzles is just like it breaks immersion. It's just like breaks it completely. You're a swordsman. What the fuck are you doing playing with that bitch-ass gacha gameplay event nonsense? I hate that.
definitely not a spreadsheet with a realistic scan of Delaware on top. So you say to yourself,
oh my god, welcome to sand,
and
motherfucker.
experience new areas outside of my current spatial understanding because I am human. Then you see a castle in the distance and think to yourself, wow, I can't wait to see what adventures await me over there. Only to discover that the castle has no enemies inside of it, no loot you can actually find, and the knowledge that you have now wasted 20 minutes of your narrowing lifespan.
That's retarded. I'm sorry, what the fuck were devs thinking? Give me a second, I'm too hungry and I'm getting too angry, I think. Alright, sorry for like 11 minutes of me yelling at shit. I'm sorry. It's just that, after some cantaloupe eating, oh my god, things are so much smoother. Holy shit, I was so angry and hungry. But yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I paused again for no reason. 3, 2, 1, go.
How devious and quirky. Then, 7 hours of real time later, you just happen to be taking a random quest that you found on a spreadsheet, wherein this desaturated ice dweller has the actual caucasity to inform me of this mysterious and hitherto unknown castle in the distance containing unique enemies and an entire boss fight in it, because I cannot emphasize it enough, this scenario is every single thing in Crimson Desert. In this game, you can grab a tree and use it to catapult yourself. You can clean objects with a broom.
What?
You can scramble your brains like Sonic the Hedgehog. And you can even go fishing, just like in Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy for the PlayStation 2.
Literally any game can be fishing. Like, seriously, any game has fishing for no reason. I mean, to be fair, it's fun. It's a boring AFK fun.
When I decided that I wanted to see this castle, this mountain, this battlefield with 9,000 robotic bees, and this Crimson Desert in the video game called... I forget the name. I was told to come back later.
Oh my god, the best part of the game, to be honest. Best part of the game.
After I had spoken to a random rock 5 zip codes
and
away
goats,
and listened to the most boring explanation of anything I have ever seen. This problem gets so much worse than you think it is. It is not just castles. There are entire...
What the fuck is that knight doing?
It is...
Oh my god. Bro. Oh my, I want to see Cliff fight the mountain.
Not just castles, there are entire nations in this game that exist purely in the context of the main quest, and after that are literally never seen or heard from ever again.
Jesus Christ.
Just like my dad, the game does not expect you to actually have a memory about anything at all. Entire mechanics will memory about anything at all. Entire mechanics will just show up and then randomly disappear into the void for 30 hours. Did you happen to like the dialogue mechanics with fucking 10 seconds of pausing between each line? Yeah, me neither. So why is it in the game for exactly 2 mandatory quests?
And the fact that you cannot open it, like you cannot edit your character or even use the mod that gives it the character creator until you do the fucking quest. To some degree, like, basically all of it.
Can we please make that number 0? Because it feels like I am having a stroke right now. And not the good kind. Hitherto unknown antagonists who are now suddenly really important to the plot, apparently, keep appearing and get killed within the span of 30 minutes, never to be seen or mentioned ever again. Everything is paced like it is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if every single stand user talked in fucking Mad Libs. That is why Crimson Desert is so forgettable, because the actual game itself is constantly forgetting. The literal second that the player looks away from something or someone, it
doesn't exist.
Ceases to exist. Believe me,
Observation
I really
bias.
tried to get them to
I mean,
exist,
to be
okay?
fair, that's a good engine tricks, but it becomes so fucking boring when even the narrative forgets it. Yeah, that's just sucks. Holy shit. Imagine the moment you go to Act 2, Jahira doesn't show up and be like, oh, who the fuck are you? And like, motherfucking kids don't show up and help you out. Like, that's the problem. Like, you need a plot relevance to the previous plot relevance.
There is just nothing here. But oh my god, Max, there are things in the game. Haven't you seen the things to do in the world, Max? Haven't you fought these fucking 4 identical copies of the same guy? Haven't you done the quest where you rescue this goblin and he tells you to go fight the 50 simultaneous wolves? Yes, I have, dipshit. And look, if you like things to do, you know, if you're like a 40-year-old dad who just wants to come home and be assigned a task as is their natural inclination, I am not going to yuck someone else's yum, but it's probably because you were not given a soul at birth. Does anything that I do affect the world? No. I fight bosses, I do puzzles, I take a random quest from a guy and watch a mass shooting happen at the circus completely unprompted by anything. I go back to my camp, I sell the bodies that I looted to build up my Farmville minigame, I go to sleep, and then I do it all over again, and you know what? I like the Farmville minigame. Chapter 2, the Farmville
Just play the Tales of Senkaku. Seikaku? That game is actually getting good. It actually hit 1.0. Something other than fucking Stardew. But I'm getting sick of playing Stardew Valley all the time. It's so fucking good, but it's just... It's the same game. It's the same game playing. It's like BG3. When you play BG3 for like 4 million hours, at some point you become insane.
Please hear me out, okay? Because if this game's world isn't even going to try to motivate me at all, the least it can do is let me motivate me at all. There is genuine progression in the Farmville minigame, and frankly, it's a really good idea because unlike the main quest, I am the one deciding what I do with my camp.
Holy
I
shit.
decide what weapons I'm going to upgrade. Maybe I want to chop down a tree so we can have wood. Maybe I send someone to get that wood and use that wood to build a farm. Maybe I identify an unprotected rival ethnicity in the mountains so that I may purloin that which they no longer need, sell them to my blacksmith, and invest the proceedings into a stock index fund. Maybe I want to go mining, but bandits have occupied the quarry, so I have to kill them.
Options
my
and
gear
stocks
isn't
and
good enough,
shit?
so I need to upgrade by getting a better smith, and that takes money, and oh my god, there is almost a game here. I can choose where to invest my money. I can invest in myself by purchasing 200 rotisserie chickens, and I had to search every single grocery store in the game for this. Please laugh.
That's actually really fun. That's how EVE Online was born. That's how Hard Truck Apocalypse was born. That the economy, a good dynamic economy that like feeds that trader, what do you call it, trader intuition or trader high. Actually, it's pretty fucking good. It works in any game.
Actually choose my investment
Alchemy
strategy
in
on the
Skyrim
open
is
market like
fun.
some sort of perfidious Dutchman, or invested in the purchase of a new cart and the packaging of unique goods, then looking up where to sell those goods, and then traversing the map and then running them back to another post, and it now just dawns on me that I am making a more compelling story than the narrative of any quest in this game.
Yes!
It's not even close.
Yes, Cliff should have been a CEO of a fucking trading company in Middle Ages in this fucking game. That would have made everything much better. Holy shit.
If you want me to remember a location, do not make me save it. Make it mean something to me. Make the liberation of Palun from the Danish people unlock new territory and resources to exploit. Make exploration uncover new and lucrative trades so I can exploit the differences in wages to build a Labubu factory. Make anything in the story matter to the salt of the earth goblin skinner. And yet, I still have to mine random outcroppings of iron and copper like a Congolese child, even though I have an entire ethno-state at my personal command because this game cannot decide between dialectical materialism or great man theory. One subscribing to the idea that change can only come through a single man's drive for profound and tremendous violence. That if there is a problem, it is because there are bad people in charge, they are bad because they decide to be bad, and all we have to do to solve the issue is to kill them. Nothing fundamentally changes except that we have to put the right people in charge, and the right people.
Why is everyone green?
All we have to do to solve the issue
That dude wasn't good.
Is to kill them.
Okay.
Nothing fundamentally changes except that we have to put the right people in charge, and the right people are always me. While the other one postulates that the advancement of society ultimately comes from collective material advancement and the endless struggle between differing modes of production, eventually culminating in the birth
Sometimes it
of
helps.
a bourgeois goblin class.
Not
and
all
with
the
these
time.
two competing philosophies in the same game and indeed focused into a single Napoleonic figure who barely speaks in conversation, leads us to the final synthesis representing all the flaws and contradictions of Crimson Desert itself. This game, genuinely and accidentally, love it or hate it, is liberalism, and in conclusion, would be unable to commit to a coherent position on
I
Israel.
fucking hate that!
I hope that you liked reading my politically charged video essay about the role of autistic non-binary people under capitalism or something, as much as I liked writing it. I basically made up this entire video script, but in reality, no one is actually going to call me out if
Not Max0r, that motherfucker.
I lie.
You know
Because
who it is.
ultimately, that requires actually remembering a game called Crimson Desert. You know, which is actually pretty similar to a game called Jack and Dax. Crimson
Really like to no longer have to make a video on tanks. Well, I mean, fair.
Desert. You know, which is actually pretty similar to a game called Jack and
These,
Dax.
yeah, these videos are so fucking good. And of course they get so much editing. Of course he doesn't want to pay that much fucking, put that much, so much time on a game that he just doesn't really, we probably forgot by the time he uploaded the video. But yeah, thanks everyone. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Sorry for the early on angry intro. I didn't eat and shit is fucked still. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, do you know if it's gonna be peace? No. Hormuz is still closed again. It's no one knows what the fuck is gonna happen. But thankfully, Grime is dead. But yeah. Thanks for everything, everyone. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank for everyone who supported me during the last few months. So I was basically cut off from internet, cut off from food, cut off from literally every fucking thing. Bro, the VPNs cost like 500,000 toman for like 1 gigabyte or some shit. That's like $2 for a gigabyte of internet. That's I don't make that much money to me. But yeah. Thank you everyone. It became much better. It's a bit calmer. Things are slowly becoming normal, though the economy of the world is gonna be fucked. Economy of us is gonna be fucked for a foreseeable future. So yeah, see you all later, everyone.